pass to Bryant. Over to the wing. Rose. Shot clock at 5. That one falls coming off Anthony's feed. 6 points for Rose. Trailblazers trail by 21. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
Warriors ball.
43 seconds left to play in the first. Kobe kicks to Johnson. Out to Anthony. For the 3. And that one's good. Anthony's got 6.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic. On how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Mirza Teletovic. And the Warriors also making a change. Chris Anderson has checked in for Andrew Bogut. No problems knocking that one down. And it's 8 points for Derrick Rose.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And he goes in for the dunk.
This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
Literally every shot, partner. I mean, they just aren't missing.
Morris.
All right, I want everyone to give it up.
And some tough time for the Knicks, but you listen to Carmelo Anthony, it's clear he's invested.
They pulled all the strings to get me.
Knicks fans rooting for Carmelo to help make New York a playoff venue once again.
And you know what? It's going to take a lot more than Carmelo playing strong to get the Knicks back into the playoffs and to make them a destination to where NBA stars want to come.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And let's get your take. Guys on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Scott is out there with Aaron Baines. Then there's Chandler Parsons. Then it's Isaiah Thomas, and it's Oladipo in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Both free throws good from Bryant.
And, you know, a huge moment for Kobe last season before the injury. I mean, he passed the great Michael Jordan on the all-time scoring list.
Baines, Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Can't get the heave to fall. Here's Rose. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
For Kobe, that was him moving into the third spot ahead of Michael Jordan. Says a lot, Clark, about where he stands among the greats.
And you look at it, he is first among perimeter players now in that regard. So he's clearly on a very short list of the greatest wingmen of all time in the history of the league.
2 on the clock. Fades and shoots. And there's Bogut. That's good on the assist by Johnson. Bogut's got his first 2 points.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
And the wide open shot from Rose. From beyond the arc and then some. Rose has got 15.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
There's Thomas with the 3, and that one's good.
It's first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
The drive by Anthony. Johnson dishes to Carmelo. To the inside. It's tipped and stolen by Scott. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oladipo.
Warriors ball.
And how about a look now at the top rebounding small forwards in the NBA during the past month? Carmelo Anthony, 4th.
And maybe they're not the biggest or strongest players in the front court, but that hasn't limited their ability to get in there and mix it up and come up with a lot of rebounds night in and night out.
I think you've got to look at their athleticism. I mean, they make up for all the size and bulk they may give away to the post specialists. And really, that's how they're able to compete in there. Athleticism gives them an edge. Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead, no doubt about it.
Davis is checked in for the Trailblazers. Mirza Teletovic comes in for Mike Scott. Golden State also making some changes. Mozgov, he's checked in for Bogut. Garnett comes in for Johnson. And it's Green in for Bryant. Mozgov with it, picked up by Davis. And that's going to be a travel.
And a moment to see numbers for Oladipo. He's putting up 13 points a game, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every train needs a conductor, man. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet music. And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up, Clark, that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, that was nice.
No doubt. There are assists, and then, guys, there are assists.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
That's really a good picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. I mean, they're being way too casual with the ball.
It's going to cost them if they keep it up. They need to get back to playing smart basketball.
Markieff Morris is checked in for the Trailblazers. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Anthony drives in. Mozgov passes to Carmelo. There's Green with the 3. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feed. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. On its way from Oladipo for 2. And the officials call a traveling violation.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
Parsons checked in for Ed Davis. And the Warriors also making a change. Anderson's checked in. Oladipo misses. Here's Golden State now. They're on an 18-5 run here. Anderson against Thomas. Anderson outside. 6 to shoot. And he slams that one down.
Another bucket added to the lead. They've been the better team in every facet.
And in my opinion, you get extra bonus points, extra eye of the beholder points when you do it the way they're doing it on the road. That's special.
And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that, could you?
Yeah, right,
No, my
right,
goodness.
right. Yeah, he probably just drone on as a broadcaster and would rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
No. It's tipped. Rose with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Thomas with the ball. He had 31 points in the win against Houston.
And also give him credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man.
Golden State moving the ball around. Mozgov kicks to Rose. Pass to Green. And Garnett has it in the corner. Feeds it to Mozgov. Out left to the wing. And it's Rose penetrating. That is good.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Derrick Rose possesses a great skill set, ball handling, passing, an understanding of how to score. First rookie to ever win the All-Star Weekend Skills Challenge.
There's 39 seconds left now here in the second, but they get it back. Here's Parsons. Garnett with the block. Now here's Rose, the fast break opportunity. The pass to Anderson. Tries to keep it alive. Stolen by Thomas. Teletovic. They get the rebound. Here's Parsons. And he's still waiting to make his first shot for the night. Now 0 of 4. Mozgov dishes to Garnett. Outside Rose. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a good look at it on the replay. The clock's still ticking when it left his fingertips.
And they've taken a look at it, and they've overturned the call. They've overturned the call. They're calling the basket good, Greg.
Yeah, and that's why we have replay. I mean, to make sure the officials don't miss any calls. And really, a good job to take the second look at it. Would have been a shame if they'd been cheated out of those points.
So as we conclude the first half, so far...
Well, Carmelo...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Derrick Rose taking care of business in this one. He had 21 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal. First 2. And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. A fantastic game from Derrick Rose in this one.
You know, and as effective as he was at slashing to the hoop in that first half, even better at finishing once he got there.
Guys, we saw some amazing dunks from him. I can't imagine he'll be able to top those in these last 2 quarters, but I'd love to see him try.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Derrick Rose is out there with Bryant. Then it's Bogut. Then it's Amir Johnson. And it's Anthony in at the small forward position. Johnson at the elbow. Right side Rose. There's the killer two-handed slam.
You have got to be kidding me. I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
Yeah, he torches defenders in all kinds of ways. When he's on the floor, he's a matchup headache.
Bogut, the pass to Anthony. Rose goes in.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
And, guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit, I can tell you that. Watch out. He can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that way.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Good.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple. Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
And finished off by Bogut.
The shooting percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been harmonic since the break. In sync. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
And that one's good by Davis.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Tell you what, man, it looks as though the light has officially gone on for Ed Davis. I mean, he drifted around a bit over his first 5 seasons, but he made real strides last year.
Portland's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Looking here at some numbers for Anthony. This last month, he's been positively spectacular, getting around 24 points per, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. And you know, pretty terrific numbers across the board.
Yeah, so many books in his library, he lights up the scoreboard on a nightly basis.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Aaron Baines comes in for Anderson, and it's Scott in for Parsons. 4 on the clock. The drive by Green, banked in off the glass. Green's got 5 now. Well, going back to Ed Davis, his rebounds and field goal percentage were way up last year. He's finally developed the strength to anchor inside, and, Greg, the skill set to convert scoring opportunities as well.
And Kevin, you can see his confidence growing. He just needs to keep at it to reach his full potential. Oh, my goodness. That's like temporary insanity right there.
Do you think he realizes we've actually got a game, a serious game taking place here? I have my doubts, partner.
Bogut with it. Now, Thomas defending. The 3 from Anthony. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 5 assists in the game. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Last time against the Trailblazers, they lost in Portland.
And they lost a close one last time they saw each other. And you have to think that it was the foul trouble that really kept them from getting the win.
And, you know, as you said, Greg, when you are in foul trouble, it makes you less aggressive defensively. And when that's the case, it's hard to offer the kind of resistance that you need to. That was in the back of the mind, the foul trouble they were in.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Mozgov, he's checked in for Bogut. Garnett comes in for Amir Johnson. And Curry subbed in for Bryant. Portland again missing. Anthony kicks to Curry. Mozgov dishes to Curry. From deep. And again, it's the Warriors missing.